Major Wall Street banks have called all their traders back to their desk before 5 p.m. tonight when market opens. Expectation is limit down at some point tonight. Margins have been raised to full capacity across the board. Whew. This is a fun time. I'm sorry this video is going up so late, but we got a lot of stuff to talk about, and we have to really prepare for what everyone is calling Black Monday. I'm just going to say it here. Nobody knows what's about to come. Nobody knows if we're going to drop 20% on the SPY, if we're going to get a huge relief rally, but I can point towards some things. So first things first, like the video, subscribe to the channel. It is free. That is all I ask. I'm going to try and keep this brief, hopefully under 10 minutes for you guys. But let's prep for the week. First of all, we are about an hour out from futures opening, which will hint at how the stock market will open, obviously, unless we get a bounce overnight and some sort of catalyst. Now, the only word from Trump this weekend has been, from the Trump administration, has been tariffs will not be delayed. They are set to go live at 12:01 a.m. ET, April 9th. As a result, crypto erased $200 billion in 4 hours, and sentiment continues to deteriorate. Unless something changes rather quickly, it appears to be a flight to the sidelines. Now, we have seen Ethereum absolutely fall off a cliff, down to 1,500, which is a dip buy that you don't see often. We've seen Bitcoin crack beneath 80K, something similar that we talked about. We'll get into that in a second. Now, the White House economic advisor has said that President Trump is not trying to crash the stock market with tariffs. Is there going to be some sort of catalyst? Is this going to clear off some uncertainty? He says he's not trying to cause a stock market crash, but he is putting crazy ass tariffs on countries across the board and calling everyone's bluff. Major uncertainty, right? Major uncertainty. However, more than 50 countries have contacted the White House to start trade talks. So the bluff is almost playing out, except to some countries like China, right? Now, key events this week, obviously the reciprocal tariff. Responses will likely begin on Monday. We will likely see some catalysts. Then we have Fed meeting minutes Wednesday, March CPI inflation report, initial jobless claims data, March PPI inflation data, Michigan consumer sentiment data. Do you guys see how important of a week it is? This is going to be one of the most dangerous, one of the most profitable weeks as a trader in the markets. And if you're not in the Discord server, I don't really know what you're doing. What are you waiting for? But ultimately, this is huge. We have the tariffs coming into effect. We have responses likely to come, a lot of possible catalysts, a lot of possible turnarounds in the market. But we also saw what's so intriguing to think about on the back burner is that JP Morgan, Warren Buffett, several others, did they sell for a 10 to 20% correction? Did they sell off huge positions for this small of a correction? Or are we going to get that Black Monday? So let's get into the charts really quick. First things first, we called this out on Bitcoin. A flush down here right to this zone, and that's basically where it flushed down to. I was thinking about 77.5, but we came down all the way to about 78.5. We get a relief bounce, and then we sell off maybe down to this 73K 800 level, or this buy block right about 73K. So that's still on the table, and then you potentially get this move higher. Now, as far as GameStop goes, because I really want to talk about it, I have kind of just been fiddling with Volkswagen chart and kind of just taking similarities. And the reason being, I know some people don't like to bring this up, but obviously a lot of people love it, right? The reason being is because it is very similar. If we want the squeeze that we're looking for, if we want that squeeze that we're looking for where things get crushed, then things need to get crushed. You need to see this market bleed off. And just off of 2 days of selling, GameStop was up 11%. Why does that show you something? Well, gold sold off, silver sold off, US bonds sold off, Japanese bonds sold off. Right? You go down the line. What does this show us? Well, it shows us that it's not just a flight to safety. It's, oh shit, we're too late. These funds, these institutions, they got margin called, or they're getting margin called. And that's why you're seeing GameStop green and these things down. It's so similar, and we don't know what's up Ryan Cohen's sleeve or Roaring Kitty's sleeve, but we do know that we're in the time frame between April 7th and April 20th. I'm extremely excited. And Ryan Cohen has been active. He's been live. He's been buying GameStop. He's been posting these tweets. The last one, 2 hours ago, Jim Cramer saves the stock market by predicting Black Monday 2025. Clearly trolling, right? I mean, we are in a fun time. Now, what had happened back here was we got an initial 19.5% sell-off in 2008, and then we got a relief bounce. That's exactly how far down the SPY is right now. We're down 19. We got down a total of 19%, I believe. No, we got down 17%. That doesn't sound right. Let me see. We got down about 17.7%. Are we due for that relief rally? Now, that relief rally, if we got down 19%, would be around 497. 497 to 493 is actually where I anticipate a bounce on the SPY. We could get a similar thing and then sell off further into the year. And then October 28th, this is the historical date Volkswagen ended up squeezing, where the market was actually down 46%. If we saw anything similar to that, that brings the SPY down to 329, which is actually a support level that I have drawn out. Okay, that would be a very, very harsh crash. And given JP Morgan, Warren Buffett, they sold off portfolios for this, right? They sold off, JP Morgan sold off their own stock. Warren Buffett is sitting on record cash for a reason. There's got to be a reason here. So maybe we get a relief bounce and we continue selling, or maybe we do get a Black Monday like Jim Cramer and all these other people are saying. But the fact is, if we saw something similar, this is what it would look like. Okay, you'd see GameStop right here, right by early May, get to 41 bucks, and then give it all back, 21.50, and then straight up squeeze the next day. This is just a possibility. I just want to be fully transparent. I'm not calling for this. I don't think this is necessarily going to happen. And this is 100% different. This is 100% different. If someone says, hey, this is not different, this is different. Okay, there are rules in place, but we are going around these rules. It's refiguring, rebreaking the system like it was back in the day. We have a lot of interesting tin that I could have went over. This is also very, very similar to 1997, but SPY only sold off 10.6% in this little correction. There were some tins with this dates with this date on it. There was a lot of tin that I wanted to cover for GameStop, but it was almost too much to wrap my head around to get this video up to you guys before 8 p.m. overnight trading. I don't want to predict anything for you guys because who really knows what is going to happen? But the most obvious scenario, right? The most obvious scenario is based off of all the panic, everything opens absolutely bloody red to a point where you didn't even believe it could open that. And I mean that with GameStop too, because of what Bitcoin's doing. Everything opens extremely bloody red, and you don't even know how it could be that red. But by the time you wake up in the morning, if you go to sleep, we're probably going to see a bounce. This is, I guess, what I'm calling for. I just say this is a most likely scenario, but I really don't know exactly what is going to happen. Okay, I assume things open bloody red, and then, we get that pop coming into market open and midday. Where would that pop bring us? Well, it kind of depends on how low we go. If the SPY opens the SPY opening sub 500 is going to cause tons of panic as it is. If the SPY opens sub 500, which it's likely to do, that's only $5 down from where it closed. And this was a full candle down. There was no wick here. You're likely to open under that. I wouldn't be surprised if you open beneath support levels, 497, 493, 485, 480, right? If I had to guess, the SPY probably opens at, 490, 493. If I had to guess, I would guess the SPY opens at 493, 8 p.m. overnight hours. But overall, guys, there's a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of stuff to watch, and I can't answer every single comment. This is going to be a busy, busy week. And what I do want to state, though, is please join the Discord. I'm telling you right now, please join the Discord so we can talk, so we can trade. This is one of the most rare opportunities that you're going to get to make a ton of money. And I made a video yesterday on the top 1x futures accounts. This is completely separate. The amount you can make on futures, as long as you don't blow the account and hit your daily drawdown, just from a firm that's putting up the capital for you could be a lot of money, especially in this environment. Shorting things down, running a tight stop. My opinion, great idea. Nothing I say is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Join the Discord server, linked in the description. Get ready for this week. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Get your free stocks, all that other good stuff in my Discord. Okay, we talk stocks and crypto. We get a bunch of AI alerts that you don't get anywhere else, or you have to pay hundreds of dollars for, and you see my trades as soon as I take them. And overall, I can just pop in and talk to you like a big group chat. So that is it, guys. I love you all. Hopefully you enjoyed your weekend. Hopefully you enjoyed your Sunday. God bless all of you guys. God bless your families. And in this time, I'll just say I'm mostly excited about GameStop. I am extremely excited, especially even if we sell off. I'm extremely excited. I'm excited in this market, and we will be playing it. But yeah, I love you all. God bless. Lottery Stocks out.